Alrighty. You know, as soon as Doki Doki will launch. Wonderful. Yay! Alright. Ready for another night of fun. I'm very excited to get back to this. Hello everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm really excited to play this again. It's been a whole week. I've been thinking about it all week, and it's all I've wanted to do, but I've waited because I gotta stream it. Thanks, Bumblebee Flamin'. I love you. I am doing just great. Really exhausted. I had a career fair today, so I talked to a bunch of companies around the Cincinnati, Ohio area. And so yeah, I had some fun. And now I'm ready to chill out, but also freak out because Doki Doki's getting a little bit more stressful each time I play it. So without further ado, here we go. We're just gonna jump right into it. Give me 1 minute. I gotta make sure I have the feed up on my phone so I can keep a live count. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Bam. Done. Alright. Here we go. Thursday, February 1st, 2018. That was 1 week ago. We did a 3-hour stream last time. I probably will only have time for about a 1 hour, 45 minute, maybe 2 hour stream, just based on my course load and how much time I'm going to have tonight. I usually get it done before I start, but with the career fair I didn't have time. Alright, it's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I don't even know. Is funnily a word? Funnily. Ugh. I don't like that. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. See, it knows. See, I like the two. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. George, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. I still don't think funnily is a good word. Like, it might be a word, but it's not a good word. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's one I will be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly remember that's what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Okay, so to recap, if you guys haven't seen the previous streams, we were following the path of intellectual righteousness. We were pursuing Yuri, and then we kind of strayed because we felt really bad for Sayori. So I don't know what path we're going to be following today, to be honest with you. I don't know if we have decisions to make at this point or if we've already cemented our fate. However, yeah, that's just like a little recap. We are not entirely sure where we're going at this point, but we're going to try and make the best of our situation. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ahaha. You should take a little responsibility for her, George. Yeah, you're right. Especially since, like, now she's opened up, and now we're still being dicks. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. What? What? Okay, is she talking about that whole thing? I'm like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable, what the fuck? Okay. Alright, You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. She's a club stalker. Monica's freaking creepy. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? Oh, I forgot about that. Yikes. I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Oh my goodness, this is so awkward! Monica's just being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Hi, Purple. How you doing? Monica's being kind of creepy, and I'm a little bit scared. So, honestly, I don't know where this is going. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped Sayori's poem. It's different than the ones she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent sign. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my... Okay. I'm gonna read all this, I promise. Get out of my head. 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 I'm not actually gonna read all that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna read all that. That's annoying. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It stops moving. It just stops moving. Wow. All right. Sayori, getting the waterworks going. Let's get some good tears going. Shit. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. George? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. My head, Purple. My head. Get out of my head. Do not get out of your head. Do not get out of Dom's head. Do not get out of Killer Kitty's head. Get out of your head. No, my head. My head. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh dear. What was I thinking? I should have tried a bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or to help her wake up. Oh shit. Hold on. I did it again! Oh! Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? I don't know, that's a little creepy. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're, like, dating for a while, but, like, we literally, like, just started, and this is a bit soon, I think. In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sir? What the fuck?! Oh, man! god! Ah, man! Oh, dang. God damn it. I knew something bad was gonna happen. Oh, man. Hey, Purple, now is not the time for puns. You get the black star for puns tonight, sir. Oof is right, Killer Kitty. Oof is right. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sari wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Oh my goodness, I did it again. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sari I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sari needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been. Oh, you're right. You're right. Monica did say that. Fuck you, Monica. Okay? I can't help but thinking that this is your doing, and that this is a scary time for Doki kind. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. Hi Caroline, hi Kevin, you lurkers, you creepy ass people. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Why? That's just not cool. Nothing in my life is worse than hers, or is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 It is sad. This is... And... What? Is it the truth? What the fuck? Jesus Christ, what's happening? What the heck? Oh, I get it, because she's dead. She's dead. My save slots are fine, Purple. There's nothing changed in my save slots. I didn't even have any decisions to make. I don't know what the fuck this is. What the heck? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Did I start again? Alright, hold on. We're gonna load that save. My saves are gone! What the fuck? Oh my goodness. This game is so fucky. Oh my goodness. What the heck? History. Alright. Let's see. Chat, what do I do from here? This is interesting. I'll have the chat decide what I do. Huh. Alright, well. This is interesting. I may have done a goof. Anyone with any experience, would you like to tell me what my course of action should be? Just play the new game? Killer Kitty, I will check the files in a minute. I don't have OBS set up currently to record me checking the files. So I'm just going to play the game. Alright. A bunch of really jarbled shit that I'll try and say real fast. Duck plus minus sign ag x run slip all no yeah. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Huh. Nice. Nice. It's an ordinary school day like any other. I don't think it is an ordinary school day, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I don't think it's true. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Thank you, I try to voice them very well. I really give it a shot, you know what I mean, Caroline? Oh, wow, alright. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Yeah, you're right. Weebs. Fucking weeaboos. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Hi Hector, how you doing? Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. George? Oh, wonderful! Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. Yikes, we do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Hi, Sylvia. How are you doing? So, having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Or nooses? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yeah, that's right, Purple. Give it that shout out. I'm gonna do that too. If you're not in our Discord, you should join our Discord in the link below. From the link below. Yeah. Also, this is a sad game, so you should leave a like to cheer me up, because I'm a sad boy now. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. That, like, raises my blood pressure whenever she does that shit. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. There were 4 of you! There were 4! It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Hi, Chris. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. Oh, that's sad. Depression, the game. Oh, man. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? I'm thinking with my head again, just not the right one. Hey, George, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? Ah. I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Okay, so it seems like Monica's taking over the role of Sayori here. So you know what? Really, it's like they just swapped places. Sayori went on vacation. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, George, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Me? Thank you. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Eh? Oh no. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, George. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Yeah, put that in the quotes chat, Purple. George 2018. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into George in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. It's like I'm reliving it. This is great. This is the good part. These are the happier times. Why don't you come sit down, George? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Alright, pause it right there, okay? We're on an intellectual adventure. The Crusades of Righteous, Intelligent Journey. Alright. Let's see how we're doing here. We are doing great. We're at 8 likes right now. Let's keep it going. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yeah, I mean, it's an intellectual classroom. What do you expect? You got the tea set. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Also, we're gonna have the intellectual comment of the Night Star and the Gold Pun Star. So we have 2 stars to give away at the end, which I will be telling everybody. And last time, I believe it was Kitty or Xavier that got the intellectual gold star, and I cannot remember who got the gold pun star, although it might have been Purple or Kevin. Anyways, so we're gonna do the stars again. I really liked those last time. They were fun to keep up with the chat and make everyone feel like they were really a part of the stream. So we're gonna include that again. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Kitty, we will not stop our chase for intellect this time, okay? You are allowed to back out of the crusade if it makes you uncomfortable, but we are still going to chase that intellect, I think, because I think that might be the right path. So George, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Great. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. She likes reading manga. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. See, we had a thing with her last time, so we might pursue that again. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Yeah, Hector, I would love to get 25 likes, and I would love to do some more voices. Although they do kill my voice. They absolutely kill my voice in my throat. But I would like to see some more voices come out if we reach 25 likes. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy world. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That would be awesome. Yeah, if you guys want to ask people you know to come watch the stream and leave a like on the stream, that'd be awesome. I would really appreciate that, and I'm sure all of Purple Watch would appreciate it. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. A rock that is chasing intellectual pursuits. Ahaha, I expected that. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? I am the intellectual rock. I'm not the Rock Johnson. I'm the intellectual rock. Mr. Rock. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, George? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. See, that's the rock inside me. I don't have the fortitude to keep going sometimes. But I make an effort. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. That makes me feel sad. Don't do that to me. But, I'm sorry, I thought, alright. Gotta go for gold. We are joining the literature club again! The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, George. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club! Yeah! Then you do like a freeze frame and stuff. That's all you gotta do. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, George? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after this, I would be super pissed. George, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? An intellectual time. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. George, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Wow. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Right. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alrighty, we're gonna do this. I've unlocked a special poem. Yeah, I'd like to read it. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Oh man, that's not special. Oh man. Oh. Be gone, thoughts. Oh my goodness. Alright, we reached 10 likes, so we are officially on the intellectual path of righteousness. Killer Kitty, that is a wonderful quote. Remember me, bitch. Sayori, probably. I'm half tempted to totally randomize this first poem and see where it takes us. However, I have no way of seeing which one I picked. And that is the biggest problem. So, we are going to go through this, and we are going to do this in a very, very methodical way. Make sure we do it correctly. And by methodical, I mean... How do I do it? Okay, there we go. Alright. I don't know where my cursor is. Somewhere. I'm clicking. Alright, 8 out of 20. We're working on it. We're getting good. I'm honestly not sure what we've gotten so far. 8 out of 20 is not bad. We're gonna go to at least 12 before we stop randomizing. Okay, I can't find it. Oh, that's the menu. That's why. Okay, there's one. Alright, 11. 12, there we go. Alright, now we're on the path of intellectual righteousness. Melancholy. Nature. Inferno. Unrequited. Unrequited? Yeah. Depression. That's what this game is amplifying. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a sad game so far. Wrath. Destiny. Heaven sent, uncontrollable, alone. Romance. It is a dating sim. Kind of. Let's go with massacre. Jesus fucking Christ! Oh! I wasn't ready for that. Ah, this game. Oh. Hi again, George. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What's happening to her face? Her face is messed up. Look at her face. It's good now, but like... Is it gonna happen again? I was also told, maybe 1 or 2 episodes ago, that I should pay attention to the background in the classroom. I haven't seen anything change yet, but I'll keep looking. Thanks for giving me your promise, George. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you... It seems really distorted. What the heck? It seems really upbeat. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki certainly... You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. I like how I'm trying to move my head to read around her, but... Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Read! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, George. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Okay, this music definitely is getting higher, and it's really weird. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Is the background tilted? The background is currently rotating. Yeah, the background is rotating because the beam is going away. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Okay, I gotta read through this fast because this is making me dizzy now. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Does it keep key changing? Yeah, it does. Jesus. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's... Oh my goodness! Settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. In a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Huh. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Probably for her hentai. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. I mean, you're probably right, Dom. I'm probably just paranoid at this point. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. A thought. But this kind of thought, not... begone kind of thoughts. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Let's see. We're at 12 likes now. If you'd like, please drop a like below. It would help a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped here have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. I don't remember this part. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not remember this part. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. No, that was definitely not in the first time around. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Huh. Roses are red. Guess who got into a flame war today? I don't know. Who? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, George? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Like from over here. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Okay. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly blur. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Huh. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yeah. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little bit distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Ah! Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Ha 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 ha! Here. Oh, this is cute. We're back to here again. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. The background's not rotating, is it? No, we should be good, right? It's not rotating. Is it? This game has me all kinds of fucked up, man. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? She turned the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Hey kid, wanna buy some manga? It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me, oh my goodness, if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking of the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Ah. She thinks I'm catching on. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Ah! Ah! Yuri, are you feeling alright? Her pupils are a lot smaller than before. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Me too. It's that intellectual search that makes you thirsty. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? George? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Ah, don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should we show my poem to first? Natsuki or Monica? Chat, you're gonna decide for me, okay? All up to you guys. You guys are good decision makers. The first thing that gets put in the chat is which one I'm gonna choose. Okay, okay. Man, this is some quality content. Quality. Ugh. All right, Monica. Boom, done. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in an effort. Hi, George. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Yeah, she's always listening. She's creepy. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah, don't worry, George. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, George. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. See, my writing prowess carried over. I'm a beast at writing poetry. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged by that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Natsuki is not sharing her poem with anyone right now. She's just sitting, reading her manga. So you gotta go share your poem. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? On flat sheets of paper, the sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Dun, dun, dun! I should have taken a cough drop before this. It has been a cold and a sick week. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. See? What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. You mean like when you hanged Sayori? Or made her hang herself, either one. I don't know. But you seem like you're the culprit behind all this, I'm gonna be honest with you. You creep me out, girl. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Oh my goodness, I hate when I do that. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks, Monika. Thanks for listening. She could be a talk show host. Alright, following the path of righteousness. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You're right. This game actually gives really good writing advice if you can get past all the heck. Sorry. Trademarked. I like that. That's quote of the day by Killer Kitty 707. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? I mean, I kind of wrote a bit earlier, but apparently I didn't. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers... She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. An expert in literature. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I agree. Poetry writing is hard as heck. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's the time. I think we've read that one. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I don't really think it took me a long time to read, actually. But, okay. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? Kitty, you're on fire with your comments, just like her hair. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, George. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Well, Killer Kitty, I hope something isn't actually burning in your house, because that'd be bad. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, George. Ha 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 ha. Me too. Yikes, wow, alright. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't know. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. I love this poem. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. This is by far, I think, my favorite poem in this entire game. Also, the music is really, really good. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Wood burning is a better thing than a house burning. Some people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm Blackstar. If you've seen Soul Eater, she definitely reminds me of Blackstar. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I don't know. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. What is this music? Okay, now it's normal. Okay, that's fine. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Why didn't they share poems when I was sharing my poem with Monika? As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it. And George did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Why, hello there, Ben. How are you doing? So, you know how it was like a cute game for a while? It got really dark really fast.
I have an erect penis.
Okay. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And George liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. It was intellectual, for sure. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... She stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that George appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Alright, chill. It's not even important. I, said, 2 things. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, shit! Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as George started showing up. I know. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Holy shit. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You wanna be edgy, bitch? Holy shit! What the fuck? Fight, bitch! Edgy? Sorry, my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? What the fuck? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? What the fuck? Yeah, go on. Let George hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Holy shit. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she's just noticed me standing here. George, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into the first place? I don't even know that said. I'm assuming it's telling me to choose between one of them. Hey, chat, can you help me choose here? Are we following the intellectual path, or are we following the other intellectual path? This music is stressing me out. This game is stressing me out. This is on me, says Hector. It seems like Yuri is the favor. I was probably gonna go with Yuri anyways, since we did get 10 likes, and that's following the path of the intellectual. You think I should follow the path of the intellectual? Thank you, man. Okay. Is that the wrong one? Ah, fuck! What's up? Hey, George. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Hi, Johnny. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Aha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Huh. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. George, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. Jesus Christ. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Or she'll be dead. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with George. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate you understand. Oh, what the fuck? Did she delete her?
Sounds like a bitch.
She deleted that bitch!
Fuck her.
Suicide. Nice. Green cloud. Infallible. Poopy. Yes, I don't know what this one is. Oh, fuck. What'd I do? I messed something up. Hi, Xavier. I messed something up. I don't know what I did to the game. Parfait. Depression. Whisper. Boop. 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 Kawaii. Fireworks. Judgment. Skirt. Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
Intellectual. Headphones. Lollipop. Explode. And dream. Something happened. Hi, Nathan Long. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, George. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading a manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri. I'm happy that you're considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Oh, yeah, Xavier, Sayori's kind of dead. Yeah, she died. We found her in her room, and she hanged herself, or got hanged. So it went from a really nice game to something super fucked up really fast. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And that now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Hector, that may be the meanest, but the best pun of the night so far. Because Monica made a good pun, but I think you furthered it. George, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. Well, you know, I'm trying not to let another person die. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? So, Xavier, apparently it seems like the game restarted. It seems like the game restarted. But I still have my poetry skills. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, yeah. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Wait, what? No, it restarted, but Sayori just doesn't exist. What's happening? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... just a blind sight and irrevocably faultlessly offered Scleramassia Nade. What the fuck? Ben, just look at this. Just, what the fuck? This is getting weirder and weirder. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Well, that's good. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not? What took you so long, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Now, Xavier got really creepy, and it's not very intellectual at this point. I don't know if George remembers. I remember. I don't know if George remembers. I don't think so. No, there's no way. No, he doesn't. Never mind. Because he was looking for a club to join, and he didn't remember the literature club. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. Oh, my goodness. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Xavier, it's a little bit complicated. A lot of it had to do with last episode, and the choices we made last episode. We didn't make any other choices. Monica's playing music now. She's harmonica. Okay, I like that one. That was good. That's probably my favorite right now. You may borrow my red tie tomorrow, as long as you're not wearing it to your fraternity.
We have a formal dinner tomorrow night, so it's not like something or anything. But our fraternity's on probation, so we can.
That looks cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? Here, I'll just take it out tomorrow. Don't take it out right now.
I was just comparing.
Okay. In that case, I won't let you down, George. Monica smiles sweetly. Xavier, it didn't matter that I chose her, though, because in the end, it's not my choice. I don't get a choice. I don't think I do get a choice in this game. As much as it looks like I actually get choices, I think that I don't get a choice. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. George, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. Purple, it doesn't seem like there's a lot. Like, there's some choice, but I'm wondering if it all leads to the same goal. I'm really hoping that the rest of these people don't die. But I'm dreading... I am dreading the fact that all these people are probably just gonna die. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yeah, it seems like at this point in the game, I don't know if I have much choice on how things go. I think maybe there was some choice earlier, but I think that there's probably very little now. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Okay, that was not the same the first time. The first time it matched her speaking mannerisms. Now she's much more, she trips over her words and she is much more fast-spoken. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Alright, we didn't have that option we had an option last time, where we now do not. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored with just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh, I like that. It's like the music was in the club room. That's nice. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah! Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I'm back. This game is fucked up. A lot of weird shit. Well, hi Ben.
Are these all your friends watching or
these are a bunch of our viewers. Alright. I need to get back to this. Alright. So I'm not entirely sure what happened. Hi Ben. You can go now.
I wanna watch my
Bye.
head.
You can wash your head. You can wash your head. I see it. You go.
Oh, there it is. Here's my head.
Alright. That's Ben, by the way. Thanks for waiting patiently. George, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, even she starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. Turns out, it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. I don't know what to do at this point. Also, if you're here and you haven't done so already, please leave a like down in the like thingy below, and our Discord is in the description below. And if you'd like to subscribe, that'd be awesome as well. You know, because we're always looking for more watchers, and that'd be awesome. Thanks. All right, shameless plug out of the way. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, George. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Yuri didn't start out cray-cray. Or maybe she did. But... George, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? I do not mind at all. That is my intellectual spot. Why's that? You're joking. I did it again. It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Oh my goodness! Always hunched over like that while reading. Yeah, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why you should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Oh my goodness! Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I know, Xavier, we keep doing the same things, but like they're slightly different. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands, not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Oh, that's nice, Xavier. I don't want my hand eaten, actually. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, oh my goodness. If I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. George? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. The music went away. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. George. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. George. What the heck? My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, George. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, George? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me want to not read. Not want to read. I just want to look at you. Jesus fucking Christ! Ah! This is terrifying! Huh. It's time to share poems. Ah! 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 We're gonna show our poem to Natsuki first today. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Few what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Aha, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Natsuki's the only one that can pull us back to reality. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending some time with her or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something or you'll never get better. Here's one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. And that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. That Amy and her spiders. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt that I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree with that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. I mean, 2 of 3, it's a 2/3 chance that it's any one of them. I'm assuming one of them is her, and one of them is probably Yuri. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. We're done sharing. You can leave now. Bye. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri, what's up? I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Yikes. Wow. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. I don't believe I've read this. Huh. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Tune controlled by slipping cogwheels. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in tune devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears in a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing particle, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Now she's just going crazy. This is shit that'll, like, wake you up in a fever dream because it's, like, an expansive, massive garbage. Okay. Okay. That's a thing. That's a thing. She no longer has music with her poems either. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. A pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. Xavier, how long were you gone? No, nothing really happened while you're gone. You're good. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? Yeah, I don't know if Yuri is, as intellectual as she once was. You can keep the poem, though. Monica, what's up? George, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings out a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Okay, so there is an anime on Netflix. It's called, Kakegurui, I think. It's a gambling anime, and it's like part of the thrill of the main character and someone else is that they get pleasure from the thrill of gambling, and it's really weird, but that's kind of what that reminds me of. And you should probably go watch it on Netflix because it's okay. It's not bad. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think that if you keep your distance, that'll probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I think I said it right. Kakegurui. Yeah, something like that. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expand, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, with waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent! Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage! Endless poem of meaningless. Delete her. Jesus Christ! Oh, she glitched out. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Do I want to read my poem? Yeah. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. It was called Kakegurui, I think, and it is spelled like this. There you go. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Yeah, it does sound like some pedo shit. So we're just gonna move on. Okay, everyone. I have a new clicker. Look at this. Look at this. It's like, I have a new clicker. I can do clicky clicks with it. Is this Sayori? Yeah, it is. You can't delete her all the way. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Aw, she went away. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting in new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since George joined, and we've started some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 club members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It shouldn't be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, George? Ah. Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of George to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until George joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And George isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and George want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I show as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. George, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? No. In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, oh my goodness, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, George, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. I hope not. I'm gonna try and hang out with her because I don't want her to kill herself. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious bread? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody who crafts, she killed herself. I like this music at least. Oh, fuck! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, George? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. Like intellect. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Is her eye bleeding? Yes, it is. Her eye is bleeding. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, George? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with George before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? George, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm kind of responsible for that as president. Things are getting grainy. No, 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 no. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. Is she mad? Is she mad that I haven't spent time with her? Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand, so that's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Oh, shit. Okay. Honestly, I feel saved after that. All right. I don't even know what to. We're gonna save that game there. Okay, first of all. Well, a brief recap. Today was crazy. I don't even know what I don't know what happened or what I need to do or what's the next course of action. Because I'm captivated by it, I'll be continuing it next week or the week after. And I don't really know, honestly. Okay, we're gonna menu. Alright, she's still fucked up. Alright. Alright, I think that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this week. I'll be in the Purple Watch Discord if you guys want to chat for a little bit before I go. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next week.